Alright, Xena Rogue's game was fun and all, but I want a real, traditional roguelike to start play here. At least a roguelike in general. Next one's going to be 8. Vamping Jam Edition by Cedric DeWitt. Let's see if he got one for us. So first things first, does this guy have any Cinderellas under his belt? No, that's the game for us. Doesn't appear like this guy has any Cinderellas under his belt, but that's fine. We're going to cut this. Put her here. Whatever. And delete row. Alright, so Vamping Jam Edition. We're going to just set this up this time around right away. And let's try this game. Are you vamping yet? So, is this the one guy, I believe, for this one? Yes, it's the one guy. Morgan, a vampire, seeks to overthrow the dragon they work for, all to fulfill their dream of being a beast tamer. Was to move items in your inventory with the mouse. This is our submission to Roguetemple's Fortnight Jam. Unfortunately, we were unable to include everything we had intended. But having a submission is better than nothing. We had a lot of fun. So here's the director. So apparently there's also Crystal Warrior who basically helped. Jiven, Jimmy, and Bakaju also helped. Some other people basically helped. If possible, by the way, to Cirque, if these people have HDIO profiles, you should probably link them, but whatever. Let's just get into the game here. I don't see any down levels, so it is a browser-based game running Godot apparently. Excellent. Created by Team Doodoo. I'll note that there isn't any sound adjustment, but this what it is, whatever. Is there any weight, I wonder? So that's something I know, by the way, there's no weight button apparently, and no running the walls or anything like that. It also seems like enemies are localized to an area, possibly. There's the way down. I'll note by the way I'm looking for weapons or other items to start work with here, so before we start fighting we'll get those. We can wait. I mean, lots of shields. So yeah, I don't know how to open doors or pass a turn or anything like that. So this is an incomplete entry, but I wonder if it's like intentional that they like didn't have these like, you know, options basically in for like, you know, controls. I'm not sure there's any point to killing stuff, by the way. The corpse stay, which is nice. So we got sword, we got an amulet. So I'm a little bit stronger now. Are you eventually gonna get enemies that basically fight back, I wonder, or if like, you know, was that not programmed in yet? There's the way down, but we'll come back to it in a moment. No ability to drop items, so I have to wonder, like, you know, if we can fill up our inventory all the way to, like, you know, the point where we can't do anything. Again, doors, my only weakness. Well, let's just try and fill up our inventory and see what happens. If I break the game, I break a game, so... Boop, boop. It seems like there's an issue like walking into the same square as an enemy, by the way, so... Bit of an issue there. There goes the hog. I've yet to get injured, so I can't test out the, like, you know, vial there. So many doors. And yeah, nothing really seems to open them. More doors. The hoggy dies. I picked that up, but, you know, it sort of disappeared in my inventory, I guess. Boop. 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 I'm not seeing a whole lot of different enemies either, by the way. At the very least, it looks like the game, like, you know, it's spawning the stairs on the opposite side, like, you know, it's spawning the door space in place so I can get to them. I just walked out over there apparently, but whatever. Out of my way. This is not the correct path. I'm probably not gonna play this too much longer. I want to see if, like, you know, get down to like the dragon, but you know, I don't know if we'll be able to do that or how far like the dragon basically is. There's no like level indicator by the way either, so I don't know what floor I'm on. That's quick. I like quick though. I don't know if there's like limited, like, you know, frames for, like, you know, the things as well. There's only like left and right, and when you walk up and down, it's just like, you know, the side you're basically walking on before. We'll go one more level and we'll just call it quits, I think. And maybe one more. But yeah, it doesn't seem like this game is like complete, to say the least. It does seem like the levels get bigger and bigger though as you go along. Missing a map feature though. Alright, that's enough of this, because, like, you know, I could probably keep going, but whatever. Vamping, Jam Edition by Sir DeWitt. So, this is an incomplete game, to say the least. Let's see here. I mean, you're missing everything, so you get only a point there. Yeah, I'll give you 2 actually, because like you are missing controls, so. Not much more to say here, but scope. No, I don't want to say that. There's basically a lack of we want to see here. For scope, it really is a 1, I think. And I don't know basically what I'm going for here. I do rate these basically off the 70 RLs that basically happen in early spring. But this was really insufficient. There wasn't really anything really here. Now I'll give you 2. There was basically enough to sort of you're at least able to walk around, but there could have been you didn't really have anything besides a few items basically put on, attacking stuff, etc. I mean, incomplete is incomplete. It's not a relic or anything. It's just nothing. Yeah, it's basically something, this is an incomplete entry. Not much more I saying that. If I was to give you a score, it'd be it's kind of low, but I mean, it's possible if you had all those keys in there, I would have given you a lot higher score. But yeah, it's just incomplete, so not much more saying that. That's Vamping, Jam Edition, not much more to say, so take care.